of you learning some very intimate and personal things about each other real quick. You meeting very important members of the Carmilla. And now you're all choosing at this point to recollect yourselves. You're going back to your hotel rooms. You got your next plan of action going. Whether you're breaking in to the hospital, sneaking into the hospital, going undercover, over cover, you're got your plan going, and you're ready to commence it. But since we are going back to our hotel rooms, relaxing, we're sleeping, what are you all doing right now?
Essence is interrogating Abby.
Brain is getting ready for bed. Putting her hairs in her curlers again. And preparing to go to bed.
Getting ready to go to bed.
Getting ready to go to bed.
Michelle, what were you planning on doing?
What time is it during
You got
this time?
about 2 or 3 hours before sunup.
Okay, Rochelle's going to send a quick text to her mom.
Oh.
Just to let her know that she's okay. And things are going fine.
And then, for her, she's not on her break yet. So you're not going to get anything until much later. And then, Cuddle, you were saying that you wanted to do some rituals. What kind of rituals are you doing?
I am going to perform my regular ritual for my no-no sword.
Your no-no sword.
And then I want to lay out my candles and pray to my altar, and then just get ready to prepare for an actual ritual. The one that I want to do... No, I'll just do the no-no sword right now, because I'll do that one when I wake up. Okay. I'll do the other ritual when I wake up.
So, Essence, you're on your way to interrogate a poor little mortal human. How do you approach her?
Well, obviously she'll approach her calmly. Not aggressively.
Once you're coming up to Abby, she's just so engrossed in her phone, she hardly takes notice of you. As you see, she's sending out another text message before slipping it in her pocket. She has this little watch on her wrist, so she looks at the time, and just a look of excitement and relief washes over her, and she just finally
I'm about to ruin her
off
day.
the clock.
I'm just like, so Essence will go with her because she's at the desk, right? Or
she's just going back to the desk so she can collect her stuff to start heading home.
So Essence will approach the desk and probably she probably ask her to request more towels in her room instead of something to distract her by. I think I may, at least it's in her back pocket. If she happens to turn around, is there a possible way for Essence to reach over and grab the phone? I just wanted to know. I didn't know how tall the desk is.
The desk, for you, it'll come about... You were just standing at it. How tall are you?
Essence is 5'7".
So just come right about to where, just below your sternum.
Yeah. I wanna summon a snake to scare her.
Okay. And snake in particular, or just a snake?
Just any snake. Just like a
Any snake?
tiny, let's do it like a garden snake. Let's do one of those.
Alrighty. So she's requesting the towels, and she's about to retort. She's about to backsass you, but she stops herself. You can see she's recalling the conversation that she had earlier in the evening with Alan, and just lets out an internal rough sigh before turning around, she's grabbing some of the towels that are under the desk, and she slowly stands back up, and something catches her eye. She's glancing down, and just slithering right on by is this adorable little 3-foot garter snake. Just eyeing around, looking, just slithering closer and closer. And you can see the horror, the fear light up in her eyes, her face contorting, and just pure panic. She drops the towels. She jerks back, stumbling back, not caring if she's tripping over the chair, as she quickly just bails and runs out. But it worked. She didn't realize her phone fell out of her pocket.
Hell yeah. Essen totally picks up the snake and the phone. She's gonna get a nice little companion with her right now. She put the snake on her shoulder, and then Essence will take the phone back to her room.
Your little garter is just gonna wrap right comfortably, not squeezing or anything, just getting really comfortable right around your neck for better support.
I like good boy.
Alrighty.
That was easy.
Right? It's not easy to scare her. You get her good, then she's just
gone.
You guys, everyone else, you kind of hear the faint screaming. You're not sure where it came from, but you can tell a woman screamed.
Rain's going to poke her head out and kind of like see if anybody else is coming out of their room.
Oh no. He just is gonna like glance and then turn back to doing his regular work.
And then she's gonna go over to Rochelle's room because that's the... Gonna knock. Rochelle? Did you hear that?
I'm gonna open the door and be like, yeah, I heard that.
That
What
wasn't
was that?
you, was it?
No.
Okay, she's gonna go quickly over to Essen's room. Essen! Knock.
I feel like Essence didn't make it to her room that fast, so she just shows up behind Rain. Like, can I help you?
What? Oh! What was that?
Oh, that was just Abby.
Abby? What did... Huh?
What did you do to her?
I didn't do anything. Nothing bad.
Just a little, you just see a little snake around Essence' shoulder, just.
Did it have to do with the danger noodle on you?
It's a guarding snake. No danger here. But I got the phone.
Still a boop noodle, but you frightened that poor human?
To get the phone.
Were you successful?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, I'm going back to bed. Good night.
I was
Turns
like,
away,
no
shuts her
one-
door.
I kept my promise. I killed no one.
Good job. Good night, everyone. She closes her door.
Yeah, I'm also going to go back into my room because, yeah. Night.
Night.
Good job, Essence. Just yeah.
She keeps it real. She keeps it real.
Short, sweet, to the point, and real.
Yeah. She keeps her promises. I'm like, oh, no killing? Alright.
Like,
Alright.
Rain goes over and kind of calms herself.
Essence will be
Okay.
back in her room. Looking over at the phone.
hi. Do you know the password for it?
That's about what we can guess.
It's gonna take you a little bit to guess through the combinations, just playing around with it, giving it up a break in between so the phone doesn't lock itself up. About 20-30 minutes of playing with the combinations. You manage to get the right one. And it just opens up, and you see she has a myriad of different social medias. From the internet, like, of course, but then she's got Facebook, she's got Instagram, she's got Twitter, she's got the TikTok, she's got, what surprises you is another internet. Not like Google, Safari. That one requires a much stronger password to get into. But for the time being, you have easy access to everything else.
She'll get back to that second internet in a bit. She wants to check her phone photo gallery.
Okay. So once you tap into it and it opens up, a lot of the pictures are just mainly selfies. Like selfies that she has hearted and favorited, possibly for things she'll post later or things that she actually really liked. You see like a couple of pictures of Alan here and there just sprinkled around. Not too many, but enough. And then once you get into the pictures, there's no videos per se. She didn't seem to record anything. But there is a little soundbite. Do you play it?
Let's just make sure to put her headphones in to listen to the soundbite.
Okay. And as it's playing, at first it's kind of hard to hear. It sounds like, when you first start, like you press record, but you're shuffling it, you're moving it right out of your pocket. You're having to contend with the wind and different elements around from being outside. But when what you're expecting to be Casimir and Baldric's fight, it was actually a fight between Alan and the Carmilla. Nothing pertaining to the vampire side of it, but it seemed to be referencing the fight, but nothing that would be incriminating to the Masquerade.
Like, Essence will text the soundbite to herself on her number and then delete the thread off of Abby's phone.
And as you're going through, you're deleting certain images and threads, you find one that is rather interesting. It's a number combination.
Bless, a number combination. Quickly, Essence will write that down.
Okay.
She's like, damn, I'm like feeling like an FBI agent tonight. So she will explore. Since she got that number combination, she'll definitely go to that second suspicious internet, the dark web.
That dark web. Like, you try entering in the combination that you first see, the one that first came up, and it immediately denies you. You try another series of combination, that one denies you too.
So the number sequence did not work for that?
Not for that one.
Ah, that's more. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Essence takes a break on that one and to see this, check another social media site. She's gonna check. She's gonna check Twitter. A lot of Twitter is mostly like updates and random junk.
Yeah. And a lot of it was what appeared to be random junk. Many retweets of other people's stuff. Just what seems to be mostly party goers, really cool trends for the moment, some of the latest news pertaining to the New York's Jack the Ripper. Nothing quite yet until you begin to see little hints, little sprinklings of tweets from those you know to be vampires. Nothing quite incriminating, but enough to like raise an eyebrow. Mostly talking about real world vampires, real life vampires, how they walk among us.
This girl's suspicious. She's gonna check the normal internet and look at her browser history because we know she probably didn't clear that out.
No. For her, it's mostly
it's Twilight porn, isn't it?
Not Twilight, very romantic porn, but nothing like very personal, like the Karma Sutra, but nothing like too dirty, nothing too incriminating there. There's a lot in her browser history about how to catch a guy's attention, how to get him to look your way, how to unlock combinations to a safe.
Oh, is the numbers the safe?
And as you're getting to the very good, juicy part, there's a number that pops up on that phone, on Appy's phone. The contact, Mom.
Oh, not the mom. Oh, shit. She'll reject the call and text the mom saying, hey, still at work, can't talk right now.
And the text replies 30 seconds later, like really fast. Like, it's funny, I just left work. Who has my phone?
And wow. Got me there.
Do you respond or do you continue to ignore?
Just ignore.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure she turns off. I don't know if she has an iPhone, but she's gonna find my iPhone.
Just make sure there's no chance that they can find it.
Correct.
Okay.
But yeah, I think she's gonna look at that second internet again and see like what kind of combination is it, like words or numbers.
It's a numbers.
Can she put down Alan's birthday?
Try to put in what you think Alan's birthday is. Just write out rejects it.
Damn. I was like, damn, this girl's actually smart to create a hard password.
Right? She knows some stuff.
Is it somebody's birthday? S wants to check her calendar app to see if there's any like bright birthdays.
And as you're going through, you're figuring it out, and you're going to be spending quite a bit of time all the way until sun up, and you still can't quite figure out that combination. Sam turned into bed Let's see, Rain turned into bed. Rochelle turned into bed. Have you finished your rituals, Casimir?
Yes, because I want to do the other one in the morning.
Okay. And all in all, most of you have gotten a much better sleep throughout this evening. Even you, Rochelle, you're adjusting to the odd sounds of the city life. You're adjusting to the bumps and the bangs, the cleaning, the room service, anything that comes your way. You're learning to tone it out and get used to. But you, Casimir, you're sleeping. Something in your mind stirs. As you're taking in, you're starting to dream very vivid flashbacks between your past colliding with seems to be another's. You don't quite recognize your surroundings here. You don't quite recognize your surroundings at first. You're not in Mexico, you're not in the city. It's more of the hills, like the rolling hills, very green, dark gray, like pasture. Off in the distance, just fire, burning, destruction around you. And as you turn, you see what appears to be the figure of a woman coming towards you. Her hair dark, raven-like, just swishing, blowing in the wind. Her face, what looks like where her eyes would be, just a mask-like marking right over. As she opens her mouth, bares her fangs right at you, she just lunges, and you wake up.
That's enough drinking off Alan.
No more.
I am going to be not getting sleep tonight, apparently. It's still daylight outside, isn't it?
You got about an hour before sunset.
That's fine. I will happily get up and start getting ready for my other ritual, but early to rise, early to bed, I suppose, right?
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 Right.
It's because I'm old, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Essence in the distance. Yes.
I am going to have him, obviously cover up because it's daylight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have him, since he didn't see anybody, he's gonna prepare his rituals, but as he is, he's going to pull out his Bible that he has that's written in Spanish that he carries with him. And in the back, there's a few pages, where they have notes and stuff. He's gonna scribble down what he saw in his dream.
Okay. Alrighty. In between, how detailed of a writing session do you do? Do you describe every detail that you've seen, or do you do a rough shorthand summary of what you witnessed?
I want it to be a rough shorthand summary.
Okay.
Not super detailed.
Okay. So you jot down a couple of paragraphs of what you saw. And as you're doing this, the rest of you begin to stir. Essence, by this point, your phone has not your phone, but Abby's phone has completely blown up of different messages from the mom contact. Now you got the dad contact. Now you got brother and a sister. It's just flooding the cell phone at this point. And because you did turn it off, they can't track to see where it is. All they know is that someone did steal her phone. for Sam, for Rain, and for Rochelle, you guys wake up. You're far more refreshed than you were the other day. You're relaxed, you're calm. It has been a little bit of time, and you're starting to get hungry.
Oh, let's see. I had 3 bags. I ate 1, so I have like 2 left. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Rochelle's gonna obviously have one of the bags, but then she'll make a mental note that while they're at the hospital to take some more.
Okay. Then, Rain, what do you do?
Didn't Rain ask for another meal?
Okay. Do you call the front desk? Do you call Alan directly?
We'll say front desk.
Okay.
See who answers.
This time it's not Abby, but is a far more friendlier male clerk who answers. And as he answers, he greets himself and he asks, "Is there anything we can help you with?"
Yes, is Alan in?
Alan's got about another hour before he comes down from his room. Is there anything I can get you now for the time being?
No, not at this moment. Thank you.
No worries. You have a good night. And then he'll just hang up.
Yeah, and she doesn't know if it's a vampire or could be a human. We don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always better to play it safe than sorry.
Well, it looks like Rain is gonna go for a walk.
Just gonna go for a walk. By this point for you, the sun has set far enough where it's not going to harm you.
Okay. She's gonna get ready to go take a walk outside.
Okay. What would you like to do outside?
Find food.
Delicious.
As you're going outside, Rain, you go out, and at the front of the hotel, it's pretty desolate. It's pretty barren. Nothing quite up front, but when you go to explore one of the 2 alleyways that are nearby, you do see that there are a couple of cats just skittering on by, roosting through dumpsters. One of them crawling underneath to see if they can't find anything worthwhile.
Am I gonna try to befriend it?
Okay.
Let's try befriending it.
See, go ahead. Make me a intelligence and animal kin.
2 onks and 3 blanks.
What was the first one?
2 onks, 3 blanks.
Okay. So it takes a little bit of crossing, but you manage to lull one of the cats close enough to you. This little boy, pretty scraggly, little scrawny, full of fear in his eyes, but he's just inching closer and closer and closer to you until you get within arm's reach.
She talks to it for like a little bit, like, come on, you can come over.
The fear still in his eyes, still very cautious. But then he slowly comes in a little bit closer, a little bit closer. Are you standing or are you kneeling?
Kneeling. We're gonna kneel by the time.
As you're cooing him closer, just ushering him. When he finally relaxes, he starts nuzzling against you. Just beckoning for a little bit of head bumps and a little bit of rubs.
She takes one finger out to let it sniff.
The little baby goes ahead and starts sniffing before a little bit of a perk, a little bit of an interest, and he momentarily hesitates, just stiffens. Something's up.
Okay, when she feels that stiffness, she'll grab it by the scruff
Okay.
and unenviably take a bite.
Cat, as you grab the cat by the scruff, draw him close, you just take a large bite and grab down. It's warm blood hitting your tongue, falling back into your throat. The cat squirms, still freaking out, now panicking, and it starts yowling a little bit, starts squealing, before little cat starts getting calmer and calmer, his little body growing colder and colder until it stops moving.
After she's done with the little thing, she tosses it into the garbage bin.
Wow, no proper burial?
Classy.
Cats get murdered by other cats. For all you know, it's bound to happen.
She's not wrong. So, after taking that little cat, the itch that you were feeling from being thirsty subsides for now. Are you gonna go for the other cat? So by this point, it's been about 30 minutes.
Yeah, we can go for another one.
Okay. Alright. And it's about the same. This one now is far more cautious. It did just witness a former partner in crime, if you will. Now, was there, was in your arms, squealed, and then went silent. So it's far more hesitant towards you this time. It's going to take a lot more to usher it in closer.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, this one takes far more longer to earn its trust. And it takes a lot longer for it to start coming in closer and closer. And it's about halfway to you at this point in time. As you usher him in, you see that this one looks to be a girl. Very young little girl. Smaller than the boy. You gonna still try and lure her in closer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're getting closer with her, closer and closer. And she gets about 2 feet within you. Before, go ahead and make an intelligence and awareness check.
All 3 blanks.
Okay. As the kitty's starting to come in a little bit closer, gets within that 2 feet mark, it suddenly looks away, just past you, before letting out an angry hiss, before running back towards the dumpsters. So you recover from your surprise. You glance behind, you find Alan standing right there. If I knew you were hungry, I would have offered to help. Is there anything I can help you with more than a cat?
Yeah, I didn't feel like waiting for an hour.
I do apologize. I had some things I had to take care of. Shall we go back to the hotel and then I can get you one in within 20 minutes? It'll be a far larger dog.
Sure.
Okay. And so he'll usher you towards the hotel, and he'll have you sit in the lobby for just a moment while he goes to make some phone calls. Rochelle! What do you find yourself doing now?
I'm gonna leave my hotel room. I'm just gonna start wandering the halls and contemplate bugging the others in their rooms.
Who do you start with?
I'm gonna go to Essence room. Gonna knock on the door.
Essence is full on awake, and she sets the phone down. She's a little cautious, hoping that it's not one of the family members coming over. She'll call through the door, be like, "Who is it?"
It's Rochelle.
And then she'll open the door wide open, be like, "Ro."
Roro?
Yeah, come on. She'll pull her in. And then she'll shut the door and locks it up.
Oh, why are you so jumpy? What are you doing in here?
Well, our little innocent Abby, which was never innocent in the beginning, is also showing that she's really not innocent. So I've been really studying this phone right now that has a secret internet on it that I'm trying to get in, and I have not slept a wink.
Do you want me to try?
Yeah, all you. She hands the phone over.
Okay. Well, now that Rochelle has the phone, she's going to look through it and try and figure out the number combination for the second internet.
Okay. That's going to take you some time. That's going to take you a very long time.
Okay.
But right now, like you do, as you're looking through, you get the next headline. Another victim of Jack the Ripper.
Another one.
Yeah, Rochelle's gonna look at that and start reading it to see who the other victim was.
Essence
The newest victim.
Shoulder.
This one, then it's still like a very fresh incident, as in it must have happened within the last hour. Not a lot of news on it. It's one of those articles that they jumped the gun and got to report it first. So there's a lot of holes in this particular story. Just that they were found, dumped along the streets, not too far from the hotel. Not the hotel, the hospital.
Excellent.
Rochelle's gonna see if it says anything about the gender or what the person looked like, because she's kind of like, if it's near the hospital, she's worried it might be your mom. She just wants to make sure.
Nothing defined, like it is a female, but nothing to saying age, nothing saying hair color, ethnicity, nothing defining.
Okay. Rochelle kind of lets out a relief sigh and then goes back to trying to work out the combination.
Alrighty. You're two doing that. Alan hangs up the phone, and he calls over to you, Rain, let you know, we got one coming, should be here any minute.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Would you like to go up to your room, or... And
Yes.
then I can get it up to you when it's time?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you collect your belongings, you head back up to your room. By the time you get there, about 10 minutes have passed, and Alan's not far behind you with a box. And he goes to hand it off to you.
Thank you kindly.
Of course. You try to serve.
He turns to her room and closes the door.
And then as he closes it, he'll then head over to Ess's room. Knocks on the door.
And this is Alan.
It's Alan.
S is trying to think quickly.
Rachel's just gonna tuck the phone underneath one of the pillows on the bed. Be like, just answer it already.
Essence is gonna play cool, flips her back, and goes to the door. And then she just opens it up, lean on the doorframe. He's like, hey, Alan.
Miss Essence.
Yes.
I'm sure you had the best of intentions, but he holds out his hand.
She shakes it. It's nice to meet you again too, Alan. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go back to sleep.
Abby would like her phone back.
It's like, Abby should be nicer to customers. And I guess karma bit her in the ass.
And she is dealing with the consequences of that. But for the time being, while it's on camera that you're in the lobby with a very beautiful snake, the phone is there, and suddenly the phone is not.
Maybe the snake ate it.
Rochelle hears what Alan's saying, and she kind of like sneakily grabs the phone and keeps trying to find the combination real quick.
I was like, Alan, just give me about 20 more minutes with the phone. Because she got an interesting conversation with you and the Carmillas on it.
So at this point, he will, like, the cool, composed face that he had stiffen slightly. You can tell, as pale as he is, if he can go paler, he would. And he looks right to left. You got 20 minutes.
Thanks, Alan.
And then
bye. Shut the door.
Shut the door.
Shut the door. Bye, Alan. Love you. Bye. Holds out hand. You're good. As is like stresses, I didn't know we showed up on cameras.
You should know that a hotel has cameras.
I didn't know we showed up on cameras. You can't see reflections.
You shouldn't have took the chance. And she's just still diddling on the phone while she's saying this.
Hey, no, but I was like, they didn't see me take it. They just saw it disappear magically.
Whatever.
We're in the clear. We got 20 minutes, so we gotta figure this out.
I'm trying. Just like,
Try hard. No.
I'm still new at this. I don't
Same.
exactly go sleuthing in people's phones.
I was like, you need to learn, sweetheart. You can learn a lot.
She just shakes her head and keeps messing around with the phone.
I was like, I already tried Alan's birthday and a couple other birthdays.
No one would use something that lame.
Try 00000.
That's just dumb. But she tries it anyways.
And it opens.
Nothing. What would you like to do, Cuddle? You do hear that Alan is nearby.
Yes.
You're gonna get another taste.
He's gonna open his door as Alan's passing and kind of like still like in the shadow be like, get him to
Alan
come into his
stops.
room.
He looks around and he goes to the frame of the door. Folds his arms. Can I help you?
And he's gonna be like, I wanted to thank you for yesterday.
You're welcome. I'm glad it actually did something.
Me too. I had a few questions and I was wondering if you would be so kind to help answer them. And then he's gonna like try to like get him to come in the room. Like open the door and like you can see like the candles and the
On the altar.
but yeah, you can see the altar with the candles in the background. And you can see his like weapon laid on there. Stuff like that.
Only not gonna sacrifice you to Satan.
It's like when they said make yourself at home, Cassie was like, yes.
Yeah. But yeah.
He does pause and look around. And his composure does fracture a little bit as he quickly is stuttering like I don't have enough to supply you with another for me.
I mean, I don't want it. I don't want to bite. Just give it.
And he takes one more good look around before he comes in, and he'll close the door behind him.
Sweet. We're alone. We're locked in here. No one can hear us. And he's gonna like kind of like loom over his altar and he's gonna start walking and talking and pull out his book and he goes, Alan, do you know anything? I have a few questions. First of all, is it too bold of me to ask if you know what the current Carmilla clans are that are here? And then he's trying to remember the names of them. He's kind of like thinking, he's like, oh, like Baldric and them. Beatrice.
It is rather bold, but you did snoop through my papers.
We share a lot in common now.
We're going to be sharing some stuff for a while.
Sadly.
You'll kind of laugh at that.
We're old. We know what's going on.
Lady Beatrix. She is the Ventru. Older than I. Then Baldric. Our friend, Baldric. He's a gangrel. And as awesome as it is for how high up he is, Caden is Tremere.
He's gonna like almost like you can see the fractured in his face when he hears Tremere. He's like, that's all. Thank you, Alan. I guess that's really all that I had for right now, other than
Do I even want to know?
well, I just thought it would be. I mean, this is different than the coterie that I'm from, and I'm quite new to the Carmilla law myself, as I'm pretty sure you've read. But where I'm from, our coterie only exists of a few different clans. I know majority of the clans. Unfortunately, I've not really had the luxury of knowing any of the ones that are here really popular in America. That was the first time I've actually ever eaten off a... What were you again? The Rose, right?
I am. I am of the Torador.
I've only seen a few of you, but I don't usually share blood with others that aren't in my coterie, so...
Should I be honored? Concerned?
What do you know of my clan? I know you know. You have our files.
That is true. Your clan, the Banu Hakim, you are not common around here. I believe you are probably the first I have personally dealt with.
Should I be honored or...
Considering I've ran this hotel for over 100 years, it should be an honor.
As we're quite new to the Carmilla's law, unfortunately. But I do know about... I cannot remember his name. Cadence, right?
Yes.
I know exactly what that clan is. We have a few of them in my coterie, unfortunately. Who is the oldest out of the Carmilla that are here?
Aside from the prince?
Aside from the prince. Out of, like, right here, Baldric and them. Is the prince staying at the hotel?
That information, I'm afraid, we are not close enough to share. But
only so much a blood bond will get us, huh?
It'll only get us so far. But, to answer your question, Lady Beatrix is the eldest.
Lady Beatrix. Okay. Do you think maybe you could talk to Cadence for me? I would like to have an audience with him. And I mean, we're so close together now. For now. Would you like some of mine? And then he... Do you want to start a blood coterie?
I am good, thank you.
Oh, okay. Alright, just checking.
I thank you for your offer. And as for your request, you are asking me to disturb one of my most esteemed guests at this time.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me a charisma plus persuasion.
So I got 3 unks all together, and one of them is a red dice. I only have 3. But they're all... But I'm still hungry. Sorry.
If he is willing to entertain you, I will make mention of it. I cannot promise that he will come knocking on your door, though.
Can you make sure to tell him I'm Ben Hakim?
You want him to know?
Oh, I want him to know. If anything, that should entice him enough to be a little bit more interested.
Okay. As long as you don't mess up my room anymore.
Are you giving me permission to come into your room now, Alan? I mean... And then he's gonna kind of get just a, like, not like cuddly close, but just get a little bit closer. I know what we're doing. Come here. He's just a little bit closer, like with curiosity, like.
He is going to remain stoic in all of this. His composure is very... Like, he's dealt with similar...
We've dealt with this before, but he's definitely, obviously, like, seeing what he can get away with. He's like, I don't know how much you've had experience with this, and you don't know how much I've had experience with this, so he's just kind of testing to get close to him to see if he can get a reaction out of him. Just curiosity. We're just...
Like,
I want to see if the bond is strong. Yes.
He'll place a hand on your shoulder and then just gently back a few inches. Just a gentle... I think we're close enough.
I was just testing. Okay.
Yeah.
That was it.
You understand. I will do what needs to be done, but it will not be a regular thing.
Of course. Of course, we don't want any happy accidents.
No, we don't.
We don't. I did have one more question for you, Alan. You said you didn't know a lot about my clan.
Not enough.
And he's gonna get really quiet, and he's gonna look at him intensely and just kind of just try to figure him out. And he's gonna go, like, kind of tilt his head to the side. And does a meadow mean anything to you?
He's gonna break at that point. That stoic composure that he's been doing so well with breaks even further than before with Essence and Abby's phone. How do you know about that?
He's just gonna go quiet. And he's gonna go and kind of back up because he knows he's close enough to him. He's just gonna go back kind of towards his altar and just be like, and just be quiet. That's all I wanted to know. I won't tell anyone about her.
You'll immediately stop and walk out.
I'm sorry,
Alan. Alan got some secrets. Oh, okay.
Blood is thicker than water.
At this point, Essence and Rochelle, you're hearing very quickened footsteps outside the door. You're expecting them to stop, but they just keep on going.
Well, what's in this damn phone?
I was like, it's been so much. She was like, there's a lot of pictures of Alan. She has a really big obsession with Alan. And also, she thinks vampires are real. How crazy is that?
Yeah, so crazy.
I know,
Oh,
right?
wow.
Wow, like nuts. Yeah, like...
You never told me you were a comedian.
I do a lot of stand-up on my free time. Anyways. But on her Twitter, she's like retweeting a lot of stuff about vampire walks among you and stuff like that. So she's getting a little suspicious for her own good.
She could just be a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, she's heavily past that.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Like I'm keeping my eye on her heavily, even more by looking at her phone, especially with the second internet. Who needs two internets?
Someone who has something to hide.
Exactly. So I don't think she's far more than a conspiracy theorist. But if she's secretly like a hunter,
Then, wait. Are there actually vampire hunters out there?
I don't know. It wouldn't go past me. That's animal hunters.
Okay, well that's another thing that I need to worry about. Thanks!
Hey, humans kill humans, vampires kill vampires. There obviously gonna be some hunters out there.
Rochelle just goes back to the phone, still trying to figure it out. And while she's trying to figure this damn code out, she's like, so, if a human were to learn about the Masquerade, maybe, hypothetically speaking, because one of their family members was a vampire, what exactly would happen to them?
Oh, well. I'll be blunt. Most likely they'll probably take care of them.
Rochelle does her best to, like, keep her face calm. And she's just like, okay. Cool. Just wanted to know.
Yeah, it's best to keep it a secret. If you do tell someone about it, just don't get caught.
Cool. Yep. Cool.
Yes, Sam.
You're playing with the phone. 20 minutes turns to 30. 30 turns to 40. Alan hasn't come back yet.
Good job, Alan.
Good job, Casimir.
Is it?
Go ahead and roll for intelligence for you, Rochelle. Intelligence plus your insight. And then for you, Essence, your intelligence plus your social media.
Cool.
Ooh. Okay. I got 110, a 6, a 2, and 2 4s.
It's going to my titties. I rolled 6 dice, and they're all onks.
Between the two of you, you managed to try and come up with another combination. As you're racking your brains around, you throw out a suggestion roll, Rochelle. When did everything start to happen? Meaning, when did, like, you threw a question out. When were the Carmilla first formed? And then you throw out a random guess, essence that happened to be right. And you insert the year that the Carmilla were first formed. And it does open. This is the vampire internet.
It's like, we have our own internet?
I was waiting for someone to say it.
I was waiting.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
So wait. Is Vampire Internet, does it have a... Is it better at streaming? Because I might use that.
And he's like... I was
Better find a Nosferatu when it's done then.
So does
But
Essence know? So Essence should know there's the Vampire Internet. She should be all over that shit.
You don't normally have passwords on your internets and stuff. But then again, you always keep your phones very secured.
Rochelle's gonna see this and she's gonna look at Essence and be like, so why would a human have the vampire internet?
This is why my conspiracy theory of her being a hunter is coming more into light, isn't it?
Well, she's definitely doing something.
Let's look through it. Look at her browser history.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I swear, vampire porn. I'm quitting.
I'm going to do what Essence suggested. Oh my god.
For the browsing history, it's mostly like it's your guys' the vampire's own version of Instagram, of Twitter, of Facebook, like their own little unique versions, their spins, ways that the more modern, new age, and young vampires are able to congregate together and speak without fear of being discovered or accused of breaching the Masquerade. And as you're searching, like, Abby does have a profile, but there's no pictures for it, there's no nothing for it. It seems very evident that her activity is that of an observer. Kind of like a lurker in the corner, if you will. And all that she's looking at has been not scary. It's been positive. It's been interest, more so.
Looks like we got a stalker.
And as you are looking through the profile, you do see that some of the people that she follows, she doesn't follow you, surprisingly, Essence. She doesn't really follow anybody you know, but she is following the Peninsula, the hotel that you guys are staying at. And while Alan doesn't have a profile, you can see like she has that interest and is liking all the things that have him on it, or like anything that he's promoted in the last few months.
So, either this girl's a stalker of Alan to kill him, or this girl wants to be a vampire.
My question is, how did she learn about vampires? Did someone tell her, or did she find out by accident? And how did she even find out about the vampire internet?
All great questions that I wish I could answer, but I cannot. It could be somebody slipped up. She could have gotten attacked. She could have witnessed something.
I think we need to let the others know.
We definitely need to let Alan know, too.
Well, yeah, she's stalking him.
Yeah. Because I was like, I don't know how Alan's little chats with Abby go. He could slip up. So she knows who the Carmillas are to get, because she got a soundbite of them. I'll show that to you on my phone later. I deleted it off her phone. Yeah, check her emails, her vampire emails.
No vampire, surprisingly.
So there's no vampire
Like,
emails?
more so confirmations of joining those social media accounts. You know, like the usual, like, is this you? Did you activate this account? If so, proceed on through this link.
Can we see how long ago she created these accounts?
From the one that you're currently on that's overlooking the peninsula, this account was made about 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. So Abby's account is 4 or 5 months ago?
Okay, well, I'm going to go get Casimir. You get Rain. And then we'll figure this out. The 4 of us. Great. Go team.
Go team. Like, Essence the Snake is just slithering around in her room.
Yeah, I hand the phone back to Essence and go to leave the room and find Casimir. Go to his room.
Essence just yells across the hall, "Hey, yo, Rain!"
Yeah?
Hey, can you come to my room? Thanks.
Sure. Give me a sec, honey.
Cool.
Rochelle, instead of yelling, just knocks on the door. She's polite-ish.
And he's gonna just like slowly open the door and kind of like peek out, and you can only see like an eye at first. Yes.
Hello to you too, Nosferatu. Come on, let's go. We need to go to Essence room.
Oh no. Essence, that's actually a clan.
He's gonna be like, what did you just call me? And all pissed off.
I was like, at the like, Essence,
Yeah,
like, don't attack the child.
He just did. He just opened the door. Miss Rochelle. Have you figured out what we're doing about the hospital yet?
We can talk about that later. Right now, we need to go to Essence's room because we found something, and it's important. Let's go.
That's lovely, but I am still preparing my rituals. May I prepare them in Essence room?
Don't get anything
Or we
on my
can just
sheets.
come to your room. Either way, we all need to get together.
That's the perfect. Everybody come into my room. That's great. Then I don't have to move the candles.
All right, then Rochelle just walks into his room, nonchalant.
Are you gonna let everybody else know we're supposed to go there?
Oh yeah, she's gonna.
You go get everybody else. I'm going to set up my candles.
She's gonna lean out the door and just yell, "Hey, we're meeting in Casimir's room now."
Rain, we're meeting in Casimir's room now. That's room 3. No. Essence just yells at her.
She's eating and kind of rolling her eyes.
Go ahead and make an intelligence and awareness check.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's just let the whole world know we're here.
Yes.
For who?
Everyone?
Everyone.
Exactly.
Intelligence and awareness.
Yeah.
Oh god, they're screwed. I'm 1.
Intelligence and what? Awareness?
Intelligence and awareness.
It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a haha moment with these 3 little dice.
So awareness.
And intelligence.
Do I?
Yeah.
I still have to add a hunger dice, don't I?
Yes.
I got
3.
a crit and 2 onks.
I got an 8, a 4, and a 1.
I'm trying to find intelligence.
That's
I got
13.
three blanks.
3 blanks, 13, and 2 onks and a crit.
Intelligence. So I just need 2 more. This is actually a big pool for me because I'm not. Yay! Give me something good.
You're rolling
Please.
100 dice over there?
Ooh. Ooh.
Maybe.
I accidentally, like a dum-dum, wasn't paying attention. Sorry, and added 2 blood dice, but both of the blood dice are unks. And the rest are 2 blanks and 1 unk. So my blood dice are both unks, but I rolled 2 of them accidentally.
It's still a success. You and Perkins manage as Rochelle is like, hey, we're meeting in Casimir's room. Essence, you manage to see, coming around the corner, a familiar face.
Oh god, no, he's coming, isn't he?
Oh, we're meeting in his room? I was told I was going to be interested by his offer. It's Kate.
Kaden.
So we're all.
What are you two doing?
What are we doing?
What are y'all doing?
Just get in here. Just get in
What are
here.
y'all doing and can I watch?
He's gonna like get the other 2 and get everybody in his room. Can he like shut his door and then just talk with Kaden outside, please?
Sure.
Okay, alright, that's what he's doing.
Are you gonna?
Okay, don't touch my stuff, please. Don't touch any stuff. Is that alright with you, Kaden?
By all means. You requested this meeting.
I did. Okay, now he's gonna shut the door. And say goodbye. I did, and then he's gonna shut the door. Please stay out of my stuff.
Okay, but him saying that makes me want to touch his stuff.
I know. Essence will grab all the phones she has in her room and her snake and coming down the hallway.
Okay, so is everybody in my room except for Kaden? I don't remember his name. Taylor. Kaden, right?
Ryan's in her room still eating.
Okay. Well, the other 2 are in.
Essence will bow to Kaden, give a wink, and then goes into the room.
You also give a light to her.
Fine, keep your secrets. Can I listen through the door? Can I put my ear on the door?
I didn't say that you couldn't listen to. Just.
That was supposed to be out of care.
You can try. You can try.
Cool.
You can try. Just don't tell us.
In my bones.
And while you guys are doing that, Kaden begins. You requested my presence.
Yes, Katensie's gonna bow, obviously, as respectful as he can, because I mean, you know, we're vampires, right?
Your buddies.
He's feeling rather intrigued, interested.
Did Alan? You got my message from Alan then.
I certainly did. So what is on your mind?
Well, I know that. Well, I mean, we should just. I don't want to drop the formalities, but you already know. Why is a Carmilla that is obviously of your kind requesting help from my kind?
Because, Casimir, your kind, and you yourself, possess a very necessary set of skills that we need. feels that I have heard of your caliber.
I see.
But that doesn't make sense to me why you would request my presence.
Well, if you know of my kind, then you know what it is we need, right?
Perhaps. Perhaps I do. Perhaps I don't.
Well, perhaps. Maybe we can help each other. I
How
don't
can you help me?
know how much you know of my file or anything that I have done in the past,
More
but
than
I
you would
really don't.
know.
Ooh, that's not good then. I don't want to have any accidents.
Accidents would be bad.
Accidents would be bad, and I don't want to accidentally create a coterie while I'm here, at least a blood coterie while I'm here, with your lovely hotel staff. I know what you are, and I know what your clan has done before, at least to my clan. So maybe we can help each other out. Just for the time being while I'm here.
He's going to laugh, and it is loud enough that even without a stealth, you guys, it's loud enough that you can all hear. It's very amused. It's very almost sinister. Before he takes a breath, or feigns taking a breath, calms himself down. You are asking for a truce between your clan and my clan of sorts.
I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it a truce. I mean, after all, you were the one who branded us as, you know.
And yet you are the one requesting my aid.
You're requesting my aid as well. You need my skills, right?
I will give you that one.
We're both
What will
old and we know how this works.
I certainly do. But beyond what you have laid before me, what will you give me in return?
I want it back. And he's going to, like, quickly go into his room and, like, push the girls aside, like, just not even, like, care that they're in here. And he's gonna get by his altar and kind of, like, rumble around and stuff. And then he's gonna, can I grab it? Too lazy to grab it right now. And he's gonna come out and he's gonna hold that little vial. And he's gonna hold it and he's gonna be like, I want it back.
And what is it?
Going to make me. He's gonna shut the door because he knows they're still in there.
Yeah.
I don't want here. Just. Do you want the blood or no?
And whose blood?
Then he's gonna roll his head and be like, I don't know if they can hear it. I don't know if they. It's my sire's blood. He's gonna get in kind of like not close, and he's gonna be like, it's blood. Trying to whisper it. But I want it back.
Speak louder. No.
When we're done. with our arrangements. I would like it back. This is the only one I have while I'm here. And it's for emergencies.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence and a persuasion.
Ooh, yay.
2 dice. One of them is red, and they're both unks. But I have a hunger dice too, so the hunger dice is an unk.
Okay. He looks at the bottle, looks at you. To tell you the truth, I am rather impressed. Here I thought you would needlessly take what you need, but you're doing it with grace.
Yeah, we're not so dirty Assonites after all, are we?
No.
And he's gonna glare at him as soon as he said, we know. We know.
At least you're not. You're coming in with purpose.
I would like this back. When we're done. Or at least half of it. Don't drink it all. Or use it all for...
And I will counter. Since you brought that up, I will use it for one experiment of my own. And if you do successfully complete your end of the bargain, you will have your little blood bank from me, and you will have your jar back.
He's gonna look at it. He's gonna be so sad. But he knows he has to do it.
As you know, I am unbondable.
I know. I know you're gonna. We're gonna have to get along with each other for now. All right. And he's gonna kiss it because we know what that curse is. He's gonna be like, he's really sad that he has to give it up. And he heard ritual and he got really sad with that too. And he's just gonna like bow his head.
How big is the jar?
It's like, I didn't want it to be the big glass one, but like, just like a vial. Almost looks like a vial.
When Casimir hands him the vial, you'll see Caden carefully stick it in his coat pocket, place his hand on it. It will be safe with me.
Okay.
And as long as we continue to not have any accidents, I think I will accept your end of the bargain.
Okay.
And you will have my bargain.
Okay.
This is...
He's really sad about it. It's their curse. He's really sad about it. Okay.
He's gonna lean in. You are doing this for a greater good.
I know. And then he's gonna put his head on his shoulder and kind of like sniff the last of it while he can. Like, get it in while he can, and then he's gonna walk away.
He's just gonna pat his back, like,
No, we're sad.
you'll do good things.
It's good thing. Good thing.
Just summon
Still
me
up-
when you retire.
Yeah. Still upset about the war. And then he's gonna go inside and shut the door.
It's just gonna hit Essence's face. Like, oh my god.
He looks really sad right now too. He's just very like slumped over. He doesn't even care, and he's gonna walk over to his altar and start lighting the candles. I don't know what they heard.
What you guys heard, you didn't hear much of it other than there was a deal that was made between Caden and Casimir. You can't quite tell. It was an intimate deal of some sort, but beyond Caden's laughter, beyond noticing that Casimir did take something. A deal was made, intimately, but it's still quiet between them.
Okay, so the roll didn't matter.
It mattered. If you didn't succeed, then you wouldn't have heard anything.
Okay.
Okay.
He's lighting his candles. He's just still very sad, just lighting candles.
Essence will hug him from behind. It's okay.
This will be the one time he doesn't care if people touch him. He's just distraught.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, Essence like, I got you. Don't worry.
Waiting for Miss Rain to come over.
Rochelle just goes to sit on the bed and wait. She doesn't even address it. She's just like, not my business.
Essence
Not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Essence just hates seeing people sad. Especially old men. It makes me feel awkward.
That just made him even more sadder. He's just like,
She didn't say it out loud.
all I know is old man. Sad.
You just keep on hugging him. It's like, it's gonna be okay. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened, but you look so sad.
Yeah. Thank you. And then he's just
It's just a snake is just
Fighting on
running
my
around. And
I mean, Rochelle feels bad for him, but she's like, I don't know you well enough to like hug you and comfort you, so I'm just gonna sit on the bed.
okay. I'm going to prepare he's gonna start putting the candles in the candlesticks, like the holders that Alan gave him, and start like making a huge circle out of them, waiting for Rain to come over whenever she does. Not really talking anymore. He's sad.
I got a question. Is he sad?
He's sad. You don't understand how sad he is.
Hey, our characters are trying to learn each other. We're trying to understand.
He's very sad.
Essence just holding. Oh, well, she's done holding, but she's just like, that's all I got. My snake is running around now in your room.
You have a snake in here?
Yeah.
No.
You don't.
He sounds so sad.
Oh, you guys, dick kid. Go back to your ritual. Don't worry about it. Okay. It's just a garden snake. They don't bite.
Okay.
You want it for your ritual?
No.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, you can yell at me in Spanish.
Yeah, you can yell at me anytime in Spanish.
Would
That's not how I meant
But that's how I meant it.
Would make me feel better is if we finish this job.
We don't even know what the job is fully. They just told us to go to the hospital and talk to this chick.
Exactly. We're going to do that.
We will, but we have a lot more other issues.
So
in the
I
midst.
can get my job.
Your jar?
Get my stuff back.
No, let's go back to the jar part.
My vial, jar.
What is it?
Do you really want to know? Or are you just asking just to be?
No, I really want to know.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Like, why
Okay.
would I ask if I didn't want to know?
Okay. And he's going to sit down. That jar, or vial, whatever you want to call it, contained very, 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 very the blood of somebody that was very important to me.
Oh my gosh. It was your ex-wife, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh man. Wait, what? Hold on. I wasn't prepared to get that correct.
I wasn't prepared for that either. This is awkward.
I'm so sorry.
Why is this awkward?
I wasn't expected to be correct. I think that's
Yeah, I thought she was joking.
Yeah, that was like a real. No, I'm so sorry about your ex-wife.
So sorry.
That she's in a vial now.
Yeah, that's awful.
It was like, that's rough, buddy. My girlfriend turned into the moon.
She's not dead.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
that's just her blood.
Oh, so she's still alive. That's great.
Oh, thank
I mean,
God. Oh my God. Whoa. Woo.
I don't know.
Wait.
All I know is I was summoned here so I could figure out where she's at.
So
Who
that's what we
really
were talking
did
about
that?
in the meeting about the person.
oh.
Oh.
He is just angry now. He is just.
I'm sorry. We'll make sure you're gonna get this. We won't let you down, Cassie.
Yeah, we'll get this job done, and you can find your ex-wife, your wife, your someone.
Like, where do you need to find her? Like, are y'all like on and off relationship type thing? Try to stop the flirting. Like, I don't want to start.
Technically, we weren't really married, but she was my mi amor, and that's all I have left of her. And
That's actually kind of sweet in a weird way.
That's really.
Can Rain come back or come in?
Yes.
Come in during the chaos.
I was like, we're all like, oh.
Rain's finally done eating. She cleans up her face a little bit.
no more talk about this. Okay? Alright, we just need to finish what we need to do and get what we need to do so I can do what I need to do and go about my business. And then you guys can go about your business, right? Don't you want?
Right,
Yes.
but we're friends
Yeah.
though, so you're stuck with me.
We're a coterie, we're not friends.
Oh, that just broke my heart. Nah,
To be fair,
Nah.
I've only known you guys for like a day, so
Nah, I'm sad
We're
now.
already a day and we're spilling out secrets.
It's been 3 days.
you guys don't know my secrets.
See? You have secrets. I feel like
Well, I didn't say
I
that I
mean,
did. I'm
it
just.
was like, you act like friends don't keep secrets.
do they?
Yeah.
You
Where's Rain?
we're friends or are we a coterie? How do you see us?
Friends.
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 I've never had one of those.
But
That's
now,
depressing.
I love to pop your cherry for a friendship.
Wait, what?
We'll talk about that later. He's gonna go back to lighting the.
In her head, she'd be like, oh, so he
The
knows what
candle.
popping cherries are, but he doesn't know what the fucking internet is? That's in her head.
He's lighting his candles,
See, I miss
and
everything
he
you're
is
entertaining.
yes, finger painting. He's trying to get everybody to like usher into this circle.
Now, hold on there, buddy. I didn't say I'd be like a sacrificial lamb or anything for your ritual.
We're friends. Don't you trust me?
Now you're trying to use this against me, aren't you? We asked for friends. She goes in the circle.
Next, we're getting everybody in here.
She's upset. Like, don't use my words against me like that.
Next,
Who's next?
Rain. Come on. Rochelle, actually, I don't think I need you in this.
That's upsetting.
Great, I'm gonna take a nap then.
Not a
Okay,
whole
I've
nap.
already performed this on you.
Rain hasn't even stepped into the room.
Rain, not Rain, Rochelle, I don't need you. I'm still waiting for Miss Rain then. And then when Rain is in,
Is Rain coming in? Or Rain just standing outside the door like,
Haven't gotten to describe what she's doing. She leaves her door quietly and knocks.
Rochelle, can you let her in, please?
We lock doors.
Or
in
we lock doors? No.
here.
He's going to go in and he's going to open the door and just kind of coast Miss Rain into the circle. Miss Rain.
What in Sam Hill are you doing? Let go. Slaps his hand.
He's gonna hiss at you. Don't. Please join Miss Essence in the circle.
What? For what? Why
So
are you pushing me?
I think we're doing
So we can
that
get
same
this
ritual.
done and over with. They have something very important they want to tell us. And this is going to take some time, so let's just all sit down and listen to what they have to say.
Rain's gonna step away from Casimir and go very close to Essence.
So, I think
He's
he's trying
gonna-
to do that protection thing on us.
What protection?
The one, not condoms, but the one that like we did on the little one, Rochelle.
She looks at Rochelle and then back at Essence.
You missed a lot. It's best if we just entertain him with this.
And she kind of goes like this, kind of huffy. Like, don't touch me.
No, I'm gonna have him sit quietly and perform his ritual.
So
Listen, I gotta focus.
now Essence will start explaining about the phone. So, as you guys may know, I did take Abby's phone. Alan does know I took Abby's phone. Also, Abby's mom also knows I took her phone. But in the phone, she is part of the vampire internet. A human. Part of the vampire internet. She has an obsession with this. Her password is when was the Carmilla's first came together. So she knows stuff about the Carmillas as a human and has a sound bit of Alan talking to the Carmillas. Abby knows a lot about vampires and thinks there is some in the hotel as a human.
Is she a hunter?
That's what, see? And yeah, everybody thought I was crazy to think that she might be a hunter.
Well, she's either a hunter or a were,
She's
but we haven't.
Or she wants to be a vampire. She could be trying to become a ghoul.
I did follow Miss Abby earlier.
Oh, what?
She has.
No, so what happened to Abby? You followed Abby for what?
I followed her earlier, and she had snuck into Alan's office and opened a safe that's in there.
Oh, I have that combination.
She took some money from him.
Is it like vampire money or like money?
Just regular money.
Okay.
Why would she want money from the hotel? Is she just a regular thief, or?
I'm not exactly sure. But any human knowing about us violates the Masquerade, and it is not good. And if she knows, and she finds out who the Carmilla that are here, it's only a matter of time before they find out. And once they find out, they'll let the prince know, and either a blood hunt will be in order, or and our heads will be to roll, since we are technically guests, I suppose. Maybe.
Rain's gonna be a little bit quiet and kind of go, well, why not find a Malkavian to convince otherwise?
Do you just know a Malkavian here?
Unfortunately, no. Do any of you? Essence?
I
She
could
looks
check.
at Essence.
I could check my guest list at the Cobra and see if I know anyone.
Casimir, go ahead and roll an intelligence, straight intelligence check.
Straight. All right.
Also, is Eric? Is also I need an Eric check. Is Eric almost here?
What did you roll for your D10?
5.
And he was taking his sweet time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's been a couple hours since she called him.
Ooh.
Him, ask where he is. He says, traffic. And just leave it at that.
Then she's like, traffic.
So I think you might have fun with this one. I have 1 crit
Ooh.
and a skull.
Ooh.
Beast.
You do remember one of the lists, the letters that you read on Alan's desk. One of them was a Volcavian. The Oracle. That Oracle is in the hotel.
About that Amelia people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell anybody about it yet.
Wow.
Okay.
Not yet. Just not yet. Well,
And for your skull.
I am hungry. My soul. I don't. That's.
Your inner beast, as you're performing this ritual now,
God.
starting to sing little Bible verses are slowly sinking in a sing-songy, mocky sort of a tone. They are sinners, aren't they not? Your little
I know.
your coterie around you.
I know they are.
Just a bite.
I
Just a
know.
bite.
I know.
What's wrong
No.
with a bite?
No, we're not going to eat them. Not. It's not. Not yet.
Is he saying this out loud? Not yet.
No, this is
Be
in
like,
my.
not yet. Hold on, buddy.
This is in his mind. God has given us them as a gift. Let us wait and see.
Your God, your God. Your God took your little love.
Oh,
Your God gave you this.
I did this. I need them. We're not going to eat them just yet. Or at all. Maybe I like them.
Maybe, maybe
like-
not. But there is that yet. You doubt them. Go ahead. Play your little game.
I'm gonna
A
eat
little
them yet.
sing-songy voice.
I ain't liking these
Fades out.
terms of yet. But yeah.
And then he's just gonna go. We're done. And then he's gonna walk. He's gonna go stand in the corner.
The man's going through it today.
Apparently.
Well, Eric should be here soon. He's stuck in traffic, and he's the one we're gonna be using for the hospital.
Oh. Okay. Great.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably feed off him first before we start that, but yes.
Oh, please not in front of me.
I mean, you're welcome to have a bite if you want.
No! God, no, absolutely not. Just, she's being me like, no, absolutely not.
I was like, it's fine. I'll do it in the bathroom to make sure it doesn't infect anyone here. But yeah, so now we have a lot of stuff that we need to unpack here. So we have the hospital going on, but we also have this little Abby girl running around too. While the Carmelas are here, And if let's go to the worst case scenario that she is a vampire hunter, then we definitely need to alert Alan as soon as possible.
He's like slumped against the wall and he's like, there is a Malkavian here. I saw the list. But he's still very like in the corner away from everybody. I don't know what room they were. And I don't even know if they'll help us. But I don't remember their name.
Amelia and I don't know why I put down dildo.
Delilah.
Amelia and what?
Danilio.
Danila.
They get auto-corrected to dildo on my screen.
Their names are Emilio and Dil. What?
Amelia and Danilio.
Amelia and Danilio.
Danilio.
Can Essence check Abby's phone and go on her work email and see if she can access the work page?
That actually has been locked.
It's been locked.
Oh.
It's been locked. Because enough time has happened in between everything. The phone was locked and it now is going through its security encryption. So it's very slowly, the apps are being shut down for privacy protection.
This Abby girl. Very smart.
And possibly dangerous.
Yes. It's kind of hot, but like we need to get her out of here.
Any suggestions?
I can go talk to Alan. If anyone wants to come with. We create an action plan with him, and then someone goes behind the desk and find out where Amelia is.
But what about the hospital?
We still need to do that.
Eric's still not
we
here
need to
yet.
do that as soon as possible.
We will, once Eric shows up and he's not here. So we have time to kill.
Okay. Wait. We're not splitting up in a group then?
Dude, we can if you want. Somebody needs to stay here for Eric.
What are we doing for the hospital even?
Oh, we're gonna poison my groupie, take him to the hospital as a distraction while everybody is while everybody's distracted with him. As I did, Rochelle, did you give me your mom's badge? Do you have a copy of that?
Shit, I still need that.
So, somebody needs to go with Rochelle to their house to get a copy of the mom's badge so I can create copies of it for us to go in there.
Alright, who's coming with me to my mom's house?
I'll go.
Alright. Then you guys can stay here.
I'm gonna talk to Alan. Cass, you wanna come with me?
Yes. I need...
What do you need?
Maybe I can find Cadence and he can help me out and we can stop this for a minute, but yes.
I mean, I'll go alone if you want to go find Caden. You'll know where I'm at.
Can I go find Caden, Taylor?
Yes. Yes.
Sweet. Okay. Yes. Yes. I'm going to go find Caden then.
And then once you situate yourself, I will be with Alan.
Me and Rain are gonna be going to Rochelle's house.
Yep. And then Rochelle, just message me if you need anything and let me know if you guys are back in the hotel. And I'll let you guys know if Eric has arrived.
Got it.
So Rain, Rochelle, they're getting ready. They're gonna go back to Rochelle's place to go pick up some stuff. Casimir's gonna go and go look for Mr. Caden.
He's looking mighty tasty.
And then Miss Essence is gonna go have a one-on-one with Alan.
Yeah. It could be any type of one-on-one.
Let's see how much he's in the mood once you break the bad news to him.
Yeah. Maybe she should do the good stuff first, then break the news.
Yeah, he's still upset with me, so you're fine. Use that against.
He's probably already feeling some trauma.
Yeah. Just add more trauma to it.
He'll be totally fine.
Give him a hug.
Make him feel
Us
like the
older
big
men like random hugs.
Alrighty. So, how do you get home, Rochelle?
Rochelle is going to be like, well, we can walk unless you, Rain, have a car. Otherwise, we're walking.
I do. But it's not my car.
You know what? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Let's take your car.
You climb down, you get out of the hotel, you go to where you last remember it being, Rain. As you guys are walking up, you're seeing the big bad tow truck just finishing loading it back on. Slowly being set back down. The driver speaking with the officer that is on duty. And as you're kind of listening back and forth, officer's like, yeah, no, this came all the way from Georgia. I don't know how I managed to get up here without being caught. And the driver he's shaking his head. It takes all kinds, doesn't it? And as they finish their conversation, driver gets in, waits for a moment so traffic can slow down more than it already has, and he begins driving off.
Doesn't look like we have a ride, so we can walk.
Or say, if y'all text Essence, she can send one of her other disciples. They'll agree.
Rain doesn't have a phone.
I have a phone. I could message us. Well, you could message someone else and see if they have a car. Just pulls out the phone and starts texting. Asks Essence if she has a car.
I'll text Isaac. Do I need to roll for Isaac? He's the most liable one.
He's the most reliable one?
Yeah.
Not this time, since he's already in the hotel. He got his room set up.
Cool.
He's basically at your beck and call at this point.
Cool. Isaac would be down there in 2 minutes.
Cool. So it looks like we have a car. Apparently this Isaac guy's gonna be here.
Okay.
So we'll wait for that.
Okay. She's gonna pull out a cigarette in the meantime.
It takes him exactly a couple of minutes for him to come down. What does he look like, Essence?
I was like, he is a white man, kind of like buff, kind of built, with black curly hair type style.
Alrighty. So Isaac comes down. He's fumbling, patting around for his keys, and he starts pulling him out. He looks around, and then he notices you two. Are you guys Rain and Rochelle?
Yeah.
Alright. He hits the clicker to unlock his car. Let's go.
Awesome.
Rain's gonna go in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I'll Rochelle's gonna also get in.
Where were you? What's the address?
Oh,
Rochelle tells him the address.
Okay.
And she also adds, just park a block away from it.
Understood. And then he begins driving you guys to your destination. Casimir. You're looking for Mr. Caden.
I am looking for Mr. Caden. We have an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to... Did Essence leave already? She's already gone.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to shut his door and lock it. I'm locking the door. And I have given him that vial. And I know that you know that we know that they can sniff that out. So I want to be able to, like, try to, like, use my senses to find where that vial is. What will I have to roll for that?
Your resolve plus your occult.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unks. One of them is red and then one blank. My occult is my strongest.
And
Actually,
your
my
red
resolve
one,
is
that was just
pretty good.
regular. That was just a regular onk, right?
Yep, they're all regular onks, and my blood one is just a regular onk too.
You, with your history with that particular vial, your resolve is strong, it's determined, it's focused. And then with your knowledge, with the occult and detecting it, you're able to locate exactly where it is. You begin following it, you're slowly ascending the stairs. And as the stairs ascend, you notice that there is a branch off, one that led to the bar and the rooftop area, the other that leads to the penthouse.
Oh, so I'm on the rooftop where the penthouse is.
Mhm.
What's it look like? Are there doors? Is there like a door for each one?
There's one
Or is it
singular
just
door. It's
one
like the
singular door?
double doors, but just one set of doors that would lead inside.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to knock on the penthouse door.
So you knock once, then twice. Takes a minute, but then you hear footsteps coming to answer. And these footsteps, they sound very sluggish. They're tired, but once those footsteps answer the door, it is a human, but a very clearly a human that's one of theirs.
Got it.
Schools. He answers the door like surprised by your presence. He wasn't expecting anybody else. It's like, are you here instead of Alan?
I am here to see Caden. Yes.
Oh, right. Right. Yeah. Come in. He steps aside so you can walk in.
I'd just like to say I got right up in that penthouse. He has no idea what that is, but he's here. He's living it. He's like,
Lifting it up.
this one. He's just walking.
And for this penthouse is luxurious. It is modern. It is what you're used to, humble and
Stone
traditional.
walls. This is weird.
Glamour.
Ugh.
You seem like like in Las Vegas, like the really nice penthouse that Elvis stayed in. It's like that. Just everywhere. Statues and gold and glamour.
Like the gold.
It is a nice touch, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The ghoul shuts and locks the door. And he begins to lead you into the living area. We're in the living room area. You see Caden, very well fed. Well fed. Beatrix, sort of just hanging over the edge of one of the sofas, lost in conversation for a moment until she notices you. Oh, what a surprise!
And he's gonna bow down to both of them, or like kind of like do like a prayer bow down, not like a real bow down, but just a Miss Beatrix.
You were telling me that he has become very well mannered. I like it. And Caden mildly, you can tell he wants to retort in some way, but he turns to face you and gives a light little nod, a little bow in turn. You're back you're here so soon?
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, we have to go to the hospital, and I don't think a hospital, from what they told me, is an area I want to be so hungry in.
How are you looking right now? You can describe yourself.
Okay. I looks like shit. No, I'm joking. His symbol, obviously, I would say his hood is definitely up, prayer beads in hand. He's wearing all black, obviously, but right now, everything is just kind of covered. Like, he just kind of looks like this. Looks like this. And, I mean, in his eyes, you can tell that there, was effect of the beast. Like, he's kind of like, clinging on to his little like prayer beads a little and kind of roll. He fidgets them when he gets nervous, so he's fidgety with them.
Did we almost have an accident?
Almost.
I see.
But God is great and good. He has hopefully distracted the monster for now.
Hopefully indeed. Alright. Come. He gets up, rises to his feet, and he gestures you to follow as he leads you to his side, his end, his little quarters area. For him, it's not just like a bedroom. It has like bedroom's over here. You can tell the bathroom's or somewhere over there. But he has his own little study space, his own little office, if you will, like his own living, separate away from the rest of them. And he leads you to that particular area. How do you prefer to be?
Well, right now, I'm really upset because of my wife. Still really hurt by that. I don't know if it's a clan curse or whatnot. And plus, he's a little ticked in general that he has to do this. So he is going to bite off the wrist, but he's not going to be nice about it. We're in an arrangement here. And he, I'm just here to do this just to get it over with kind of thing.
That is true. He'll start rolling up his sleeve. But I always found never remove the cardinal from these moments. And he hands over his wrist.
He's just gonna like grab it and not even just go into town. Bite down. Get that blood. He doesn't care what he has to say. Just drain it and get rid of that gosh dang hunger dice.
For Caden, in this particular moment, since he just said, go ahead. How many hunger did you have right now?
I
One or
had
two?
one. I had
have
one,
one.
and I have not used any of my abilities, so I have one right now. But it's also in game, so I don't know how much I need to feed just in general, because we're coming up on the hours.
For Caden, you hear him lightly. He's trying not to laugh in this moment. He doesn't seem to be affected by how rough you were. And he just says, take as much as you need. Don't be shy. You're going to be having a very long visit at that hospital after all. His words
He's not.
his tone is very... There's a little bit condescending in it.
Oh, I know. We hate each other. It's fine. The friend of my enemy is my enemy, as I'm sitting here drinking his...
As you finish, you're feeling rejuvenated.
Yay.
The most refreshed that you've been in a long time.
Gosh dang. All I knew it was, I knew it was those dang... I can't even remember what their nicknames are, honestly. I feel like I should, because that's the clan my husband likes the most.
You might want to fix yourself up a little bit. You don't want to be too revealing to the mortals below.
Yes, of course. I forget I'm not in Mexico. How could I forget? What do they wear at hospitals?
Normally, from what I've seen, how I've seen anyway, the humans are either you wear, and he gestures what he's wearing, a very nice blazer, no tie, the well dress pants, good belt. He gestures that. Plus,
Should I comb up and pull back my wild tamed mane then as well? Would that help me blend it? And he's obviously kind of just, there's a hint of spite into it.
He's just smirking at this.
We're being divas. It's fine.
I would.
You would? Oh, okay. Maybe Essence could help me with that, or Rochelle, one of them, the younger kindred.
Well,
And then are we done?
Rochelle.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Rochelle.
Dear Rochelle, she just left, didn't she?
Yes. Oh, I did have another question for you. Do you know any Malkavians that are staying here at the hotel?
You are full of bold questions, aren't you?
We are. I mean, we are bold, aren't we? But you guys, you would say that.
You.
I would just be curious.
As would you. Yes, there is one. There's one in, that one. Yes. Rather thorn in my side lately. Let's sweeten the deal that we have. I will be more than willing to look away whatever you decide to do with that Malkavian once you're finished with her. If you just decide to do that, get your information, do whatever you would like, and I will look over whatever mess that is left behind.
Do I get my vial back if I do this?
He just has that condescending spur. If you complete it.
So what I'm getting correctly is you want me to this Malkavian. I'm just forgive me. The language barrier is very different here, obviously. I just want to make sure. You want me to get rid of this Malkavian? What do you want from this encounter?
Their death, their end, will be a nice relief.
So you want me to kill this Malkavian?
Yes.
All right. I'll do it if I get my vial back and I'm allowed to feed off you. Whenever I want. None of this... whatever you were... this tension we have between us.
I see no tension.
I see no... well, whatever this is. I just want my vial back. And he's kind of like, you know... I know he knows what his curse is, so he's like focused on like his like chest where the vial is. He's like
Sexual tension.
Yeah, that little essence is like, I wish I could watch this.
Can I see it just to make sure that it's all there still?
There's a light. Just a very light. You can kind of see the cap of it.
He's gonna sniff the air. He's gonna sniff by it, and then he's gonna pull back.
You are far more bold. Abrasive? No. Pathetic. Pathetic is the word.
Damn.
Than I would have assumed.
I'll remember that. I am the one who is helping you after all.
Yes. And
God has works in mysterious ways.
Certainly.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
You wouldn't want my blade to accidentally miss its mark.
No, that would be terrible, wouldn't it?
That would be terrible.
It'd be such a shame.
Such a shame. And then he's gonna be pissy and he's gonna start like just walking out.
Oh yes. Before I forget, you may wish to at least learn how to use a phone to contact me.
I'll ask Miss Essence
No. You
to show me.
will need to use that phone. He points to the hotel phones. Then you will tell me what you want.
Again, I will have Miss Essence show me how to use one of those.
Good. Good.
Then he's gonna kind of like walk out. Is Beatrix still hanging out there?
Oh yeah. She's hanging out. She is just smirking up a storm.
He's gonna bow to her and say good evening.
And then she'll kind of whisper off to the little ghoul they have. He is rather good, isn't he? Yes, Miss Beatrix.
Gonna go.
Awkwardly leaves.
And he's gonna go to his room or go find Miss Essence, and he's gonna be pissed. He is just obviously angry, but he's not angry as he's like, I have to make this deal with this man. I hate this. I should just start eating Alan again. He's like, I should just start eating all the others. Contemplating it in his mind as he's walking and just holding his beans and going, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna eat anybody.
No accidents, no accidents.
No happy accidents.
No happy accident.
Essence,
Hey.
what you doing?
I was like, she be chilling. Is Alan's
She be
office
chilling?
open?
Yes.
Okay, she's just waiting in his office, sitting on his desk. Legs crossed, waiting for his arrival.
And he does come in. He's got a bunch of files in his hand that he's overlooking. Opens the door, and he glances up. I didn't think I would have to lock my office again.
Yes, she
Is there
should.
anything I can help you with? I really should. Is there anything I can help you with,
Yeah,
Miss Essence?
I feel like you will love a great update. But you also look very stressed.
It has been rather busy these last couple of days.
Yeah, with the
That-
Carmellas being here, and now you may have a hunter with Abby here too.
A what?
Maybe a hunter. This is just a conspiracy theory, but are we alone? Is this room bugged? Does she have access to this room?
One step at a time, please. Say that again.
I will if I know this room is safe.
It is.
Cool. So I think Abby knows a lot more than she would say about the masquerade, and she has access to the vampire internet, and she knows when the Carmillas was formed. My conspiracy theories is that she may be a hunter. So wanted to tell you this before like anyone else knows.
He'll look back, go to the door, close it, lock it. I am aware.
You're aware?
I am aware that she of most of it. Having access to the web, that I didn't know. I knew the peninsula. We take pride in knowing what our employees are doing. We take pride in making sure that when we hire our employees, we do it in good faith. We also have to be mindful that whatever our employees do here, we also need to be aware of what they're doing on the internet. Because sometimes, with how everything has taken a turn in the last 20, 30 years, with how quickly technology has advanced, people forget what happens in real life, what happens online, is a reflection of who they are. So I knew that she had her ideals when it came to vampires. I knew she has her little obsessions. As a hunter, she is not a hunter.
Okay.
She's too sloppy for that one.
Well, it's like, people are really great actors.
I am a very old man, Essence. I've been around the, as they say, I've been around the block for a while.
That too.
I can tell you. With Abby, if she were a hunter, I'll start with this. I know everything that happens in my hotel. I know what goes on. So I knew she was in here. But does she have an obvious account?
On the vampire internet? No.
Okay.
But she's smart, because when we was looking at her phone slowly started to shut down.
It was both her and because I also had to step in. Because her employee records are sensitive information, so I had to step in and do my part on her end. Now, I'm sure her phone is just a brick at this point. It's a nice paperweight at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So whether or not she gets it back at this point, I don't care. What I do care about because at the end of the day, she's just a kid. She's just a child whose head's in the clouds and she's obsessing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what I'm about to ask you is a lot.
Oh.
Don't let the Carmilla know.
Now, Alan, I love you very much. And I won't let the Carmilla know. But what would it be in for me?
Oh. It was asking a lot, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. And that's my whole life on the line with the Carmilla.
That is true.
That's...
Yeah. Yes.
And I love my deals. Because how I know you just want to twist the story around and blame it all on me.
Because for me, when I give my word, it is absolute.
Mm-hmm.
Betraying that word is far more painful than you can imagine. Now, what do you want?
I want a lot of things in this world.
Don't we all?
But I think I'll take a simple IOU for right now. It won't be nothing drastic with you dying or anything like that. Just a simple favor. Like I scratch your back, you scratch my back type of favor in the future.
As the owner of the peninsula, it is my duty to serve. Now, I do ask that, but you understand that I have concerns that you won't hold up your end as well.
It's like, I'm Essence Cobra. I take my deals very seriously, if you know my business.
I do.
It's like, if nobody holds up their end of the deal, I get a little upset. So, I keep a hold of my deals.
He walks over to the. In the office is a very nice, modern-looking office. Towards the back, there's a large set of windows that oversee the city, its skyscrapers, its parks, even the streets below. And it has this beautiful, beautiful view of the moon just high above, slowly making its way across the sky.
Are we about to fuck right now? Not that a character. You okay? Our hospital crew, y'all alright? Nothing.
He keeps himself composed before not turning to you. But you can tell in the reflection that you see that his eyes are in your general direction. I've been making a lot of deals the last couple of days. A lot of bargains. I suppose I'll have to make another one.
Yes, you do. Any.
Again, just let Abby be. Let her be an oblivious conspiracy theorist.
I will. I was like, as my fates say, I never hurt the innocent. But if I find out that she's a hunter or any harm to the community, the deal is off with that. I won't tell the Carmelas, but I can't promise Abby's safety after that matter.
It will be my responsibility to deal with it as it comes, as she is my employee.
Then I guess we have a deal. She sets Abby's phone on the table since it's a paperweight now.
Thank you for returning the phone.
Of course. As long as I don't get in trouble for it, then we should be Gucci.
The Carmilla will never know.
And the Carmilla will never know on my end.
Correct.
So how you want to seal the deal? A handshake? A kiss under the moonlight?
A walk through City Park?
Oh, that's kind of hot. But I'll leave you be for now. Leave your office door open tonight if you're still around.
Oh, I'll be here until the sun comes up.
And then I'll make sure I make it back before then. My curfew.
Thank you, Miss Essence.
Goodbye, Alan. Then she leaves out to find Cassie. Oh, or see if Eric has arrived.
For Eric, he's just stumbling in through the lobby doors. He's clearly trying to get himself dolled up and cleaned up as best as he can, just running his fingers through his hair to look presentable. Goes straight to the table. He asks for Essence for you. And the clerk, he's trying his best to help. He's trying to look for where you could be. And it is as long as you're making your way down the stairs that you happen to see him. He looks up at you and he quickly runs in that direction. Like, I am so sorry. The traffic was just awful.
It's like, it's fine. You're traffic. Why you smell like beer nuts right now?
He quickly adjusts himself again. When you're not looking, quick little sniff. There's just a little bit of the smell of liquor on him, but not enough. Not enough to make it obvious, or at least he thinks.
Mm-hmm. I was like, so I need a favor from you, since you owe me a lot of them.
Yeah, I do.
This one's kind of dangerous, but I promise no harm to you, and we always have our agreement if anything does go south. But I do need to poison you with the cobra.
He's just paling and paling, glancing around, looking down. Anything else I can do to help?
You're just gonna be a bit distracting for us for the hospital. The detoxing will probably take about an hour or two. But I promise no harm will come to it, and I'll treat you very well.
Do I get a little bit of do I get a bit of a bonus?
I think like if you give an excellent Oscar worthy performance, you can get a big bonus.
Okay. Sure.
That a boy. Good boy.
Ah, simp.
Yeah, Sam. That's why she loved her groupies.
Her best.
My besties. But she said, but before we do that, we need to go to the bathroom together, just so you can get a little taste. She's gonna pull him into the bathroom to feed, cause she's a little hungry. I feel like it's been a long time since she ate.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how many.
Where do you?
Huh?
Okay. You're probably about. Have you been feeding? Do you prefer feeding from humans from the vein, or do you prefer bagged?
She always does.
Or have you been?
What was the last thing?
Have you been requesting? Have you been requesting anything from Alan?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Her last feeding was.
So you are hungry.
So yeah, how many?
You are hungry. At least two.
Cool.
At least two.
Yeah, she's hungry. Real starve. But yeah, she doesn't mind bagged and stuff like that, but she just loves her groupies because she loves to see the pleasure that they get from it. She feels like she's doing good in the world doing it.
That nice little rush.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
So she'll eat it straight from the vein.
Where do you prefer? Do you prefer wrist? Do you prefer neck?
She always does wrist.
Wrist? Okay. So as you and Isaac drag yourselves into the bathroom, him momentarily feeling a tinge of fear after what was just thrown in his lap, but very quickly changes the moments you begin feeding off of him. To him, his eyes soon dull, deep pupils dilating. He's just feeling this wave of overwhelming ecstasy as you're beginning to fulfill yourself. He's throwing his head back. You pull away, leaving him in that state as for at least a good couple of minutes before he finally calms down and comes back to reality. Finally.
I was like, once he's in that state, she's probably gonna text the hospital crew and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Y'all Gucci?"
Yes. Alrighty. Rochelle and Rain. For you guys, you've been driving for you guys. You've been driving for about 10-15 minutes at this point, and you're noticing the traffic's just very, very light. More yes, it's extremely late at this point in the evening. But for New York City, normally there would still be bumper to bumper traffic, just people trying to get home, people going to the nearest club, the theater, Broadway. But there's none of that. It's almost as if the gripping fear of this Jack the Ripper has got just this hold over the city. And the weight of those ever climbing numbers, those ever climbing victim counts, begin to sink in. You turn onto a block away from your home, Rochelle. Isaac moves to Parallel Park, sitting right against the sidewalk. That's it in park. And he nods to you. Go ahead. I'll wait for you.
Thanks. Rochelle gets out and starts walking up the street towards her and her mom's apartment.
Are you gonna go, Rain?
Rochelle, do you want me to go with you?
Yes.
Okay. And she gets out of the car and follows Rochelle. Taking notice of what apartment building they're in.
Alright. Go ahead and describe where you live, Rochelle.
Okay. Not good at description, so bear with me.
No worries.
It's basically like this brick apartment building, kind of small. It has like 3 stories, and they live on the 2nd story. And when you walk in, it's just a straight staircase that's narrow that you go up. And each floor has several other apartments that are small. And it basically looks kind of run down, but not so run down that it looks like a bad neighborhood. It just looks very worn, and it's been there for years.
Okay. As you climb up those stairs, you make your way into your house. You find all the lights are off, electronics off, television off. The only thing that's really on and going is the oven, the lights, and the overhead light for the oven. Very clearly your mom hasn't been home lately. She probably has like one of those extra long shifts at work.
Okay.
With everything going on, with any pandemics, with any sicknesses, the threat of the Jack the Ripper cases just weighing over their heads, home hasn't been home. You should make your way into that living room where you usually find your mom just glued to that television. It is very picked up, but far more picked up than you're used to. You're used to her like living in her space. Pillows not perfectly placed, blankets askew. It just feels clean, too clean.
Huh. I'm gonna turn to Rain and I'm gonna look at her very seriously. I don't know you that well. We've only known each other for a day.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna tell anyone where I live, are you?
Don't worry about that, honey.
Okay. And then she leads Rain through the apartment. And she starts to go to... There's like a very small hallway. And on one side, there's her mom's room, and on the other, it's her room. She goes into her mom's room to try and find her badge.
Okay. And in her mom's room, this one remains relatively untouched. Like, your mom makes her bed quite often, makes sure that even though there's never guests, even though she's never going to have guests in this place, the idea that there's always that chance. It's still there, so it looks like the bed was made, but it's been a while since it was sat in. And as you're looking around this clean little place at this point, you do see the badge. It's sitting there next to scrubs.
Okay, would she have more than one set of scrubs? I'm guessing she would, but
Mm-hmm.
okay.
You would.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a note of that. But then I'm gonna pick up the badge and be like, okay, cool. We can send a picture of this to Essence. And Rochelle's gonna take a snap picture of it and then send it to Essence. The front and the back.
Essence got it.
Ugh. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can leave. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I put the badge back where it was and then start to leave her mom's room. Okay. Got what we came here for, so let's get going.
Okay. Lead the way.
Okay, so we'll leave the
Rain?
apartment.
Rain, go ahead and make an awareness. An intelligence plus awareness.
No.
Shit.
1 onk and 2 blanks.
It's faint. It's very faint. But you recall that same sense, you think, has to be the same sense as you smelled back at the hotel.
Before we go, she kind of looks around. Is it normally this neat here? She looks at the living area.
Not technically, no. I thought it was weird too.
Can she check the area?
Yes.
She makes it over to the couch. And then, kind of slowly goes over to the, I guess there's an apartment, was it door window?
Yes. You go over there, and that's where the scent is the strongest. That's where the majority of where that lingering scent you were smelling from takes place. And you can't really get any distinctive brands or anything that would quite tell you what or who was here, but there is that obvious damage to the outside of the window being forced up and in.
She takes a look to see the lock mechanism. Either, the wooden stick on the doorway, or I know there's one on the door.
These windows are pretty behind the times. If you've seen them, a lot of the old 1900s, 1920s homes, they had these rope pulley windows. So the windows that would come up would be with the string, as opposed to like just a normal modern mechanism. So you see that string is there, but it's very, very damaged. And you see, like, the mechanism for that lock, like, while you might not know so much about a lock, it was bent back into place to make it look normal.
Rochelle, can you come here for a second?
Why?
you had
What did you
any-
find?
What?
Why would you find?
Look at this lock for me. Does it look odd to you?
Yeah, it didn't look like that the last time I was here.
How long ago was that?
Like a day or two ago.
When's the last time you got a hold of your mom?
I messaged her just last well, technically morning. But before I went to sleep.
Did you notice something when you say that, Rochelle? She never responded back. She always responds back.
Okay, so Rochelle's gonna turn away from Rain and call her mother.
And the call goes and goes, goes, goes. And then there's nothing. The line clicks.
Okay, my mom's not picking up her phone. Now Rochelle's starting to panic a little bit. Yeah, my mom's not picking up her phone. She always picks up, and she always answers. So, something's wrong.
She's gonna pay attention to what's clearly have been picked up. Rochelle, can you point out what you think has been cleaned?
Well, when I was in her bedroom, her room looked cleaner than usual, but that's usually because she's never home because she works late. But then there's the living room, and the living room, she's always in here. And it looks cleaner than usual. Especially around the couch.
She walks over to the couch. Does she still smell the... What's it called? The wooden smell?
Mm-hmm. For this one, it is pretty strong. Not as strong as by the window, not as faint as you were when you were on your way out. But this is where it seems to be the most concentrated.
Oh, she's gonna pick up the couch pillows.
Moving it, adjusting pillows, flipping things inside out. And something odd falls out. It's a strange looking little pin, like a pin, P-I-N, that just tumbles out. It looks strange. It looks a little bit old, but nothing that seems to come to your mind.
Can I pick it up and kind of, like, nothing special about it?
You're looking it over. Like, you notice that there is a red gemstone, like, right in the center of that pin. It looks pretty expensive to your eye. You probably don't know much when it comes to jewelry or stones, but you know, like, usually the red gems are some of the more expensive ones. And as you're looking around, you can tell, like, whatever, like the backing of it, where you would keep it pinned in place on your clothing or your wear, that was bent and damaged.
Rochelle, is this your mother's?
Is
You
it?
don't. No, you don't recognize it.
Okay. No, I've never seen that before.
Do I have permission to go in her room real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
She goes over to the room to investigate.
As you're looking, the scent is still there. Like this particular earthy, woody scent is in there. They've been in this area, but nothing that would tell you that they've been in for a long time. It's as if they had to come in to do a quick sweep, make everything look presentable, keep it in place, make sure like nothing seemed out of the ordinary.
She checks the windows.
These ones are relatively untouched.
While Rain is in my mother's room, I'm going to go into my room to make sure that nothing has been touched in there.
How is your room normally?
Oh god, it's like a typical college kid's room, like band posters, her bed's never made, there's some clothes on the floor, and just a messy desk.
For you, everything seems to be where it should be. The only difference is, as you said, you never make your bed. The sheets are at least thrown over. Not making the bed, but just like how a child would just like throw their covers over and say it's made when it's not.
I'm gonna head to the bed and investigate it.
That woody smell is there. It was more of a about as brief as with Rains, just that quick overlooking everything is there. But as you're looking through the bed, everything seems oddly in place for it not being in place. But for you pick up like a small little card, like a little business card. It's completely worn. The whatever would be written on it has long since faded, but you don't recognize it.
Rain, I found something. And then I go to her and I show her the business card thing. I don't know what this is.
Would Rain know what it is?
Not quite, but this is like where this scent. It's like this person had this with them constantly. The scent is just concentrated on it.
Yeah, it smells like them. Huh.
Okay.
Whoever this was in your room, then briefly went into your mom's, but was also near the living room and evacuated or broken into their window.
At this point, Rochelle's actually starting to like get worried and panic. The anxiety's rising. I don't know who would want to break into our home. We don't have anything. Like, I don't understand this. And she tries calling her mom again, this time a bit more frantic.
Unfortunately, it rings before disconnecting again.
Shit.
But you know there is one little bit of semblance of hope. If the phone was dead, it wouldn't be ringing.
All right. Well, then we need to get to the hospital to make sure that my mom's still alive. Because
True.
she's not answering her phone. And she's
Alright.
kind of angry saying that.
True. I'm gonna keep a hold of this pen and see if our other group members know. And the card as well. Can I have the card?
Rochelle gives it to her. Fine, but just don't lose it. It's the only clues that we have.
Of course.
She's frustrated. She's worried. If there's nothing else here, and it doesn't look like there is, let's go.
Let Essence know that we're on our way.
Rochelle messages her.
I was like, alright, I'll be in my room currently making copies of the badge.
Cool. All right, so then we leave the apartment and we're gonna head back to the car.
Mm-hmm. As you go to head back to the car, you're noticing, like, there's a couple of people that seem to be standing off in the distance before they just casually walk away. And Isaac, you just see him standing outside of the car. And he's taken his own little 5-minute break with his phone before he glances up. Notices you. Oh, I didn't realize you'd be back so soon. Come on. Do you want to head? Where would you like to go? Do you want to go back to the hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hop to it.
And as you guys climb in, and he can sense the urgency in this. How unsettled you are, Rochelle. In particular, he notices your anxiety. If you had blood pressure, you notice everything would be spiking and going up. And he doesn't wait. Normally, he would be very cautious and allow you guys to get comfortable, buckle yourselves in. He would buckle himself in. But this time, he just immediately turns on the car, gets out of his little parking spot, and begins driving back to the hotel.
Okay.
And for you guys, the drive that took the 15-20 minutes to get there, he made it in back to the hotel in half the time.
Good.